welcome back to another video and Merry Holidays. This video is going to be another collab. I'm just like addicted to them. And this collab is hosted by Stitchwyck Creations. The theme is 12 Days of Christmas with a 50s Hollywood aesthetic. I am doing Six Geese a-laying, or as I like to say, Six Geese a-slaying. Before I started anything else on this doll though, I wanted to do some thorough research, so I reached out to local geese for an interview.
It's hard to believe I'm about to interview real geese, because I'm not. Real geese are migrating and fucking dangerous. We did, however, manage to find someone to do the interview with.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? A lot of gooses seem to be into this whole migration thing, but to me it seems like a bit of a fad. Where do you think the future of geeses is heading? Well, that's your opinion. Many people, myself included, stereotype gooses as, quote, silly. What would you say to that? Well, that was rather foul. In the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, it describes geese as laying. What's keeping you down, and will you ever get back up? I'm asking because my grandma hasn't gotten back up. I'm sorry to cut you off, but unfortunately we are out of time. Thank you for the interview. That was very informative. This has been Cute on Earth. Back to you, Julia. I drew up one concept and just dove right in with my first idea rather than exploring any other options. God, I hope my graphic design teachers never find this video. In hindsight, I really wish I put more time into the ideation phase. For something like this, it's really important that you explore a whole bunch of different avenues where you have like multiple different prompts going into one doll. For this one, it being Goose, Christmas, and 50s aesthetic, because it's really hard to kind of balance and put a hierarchy on something so that something needs to be the most powerful part of the doll, and I did not know what to make the most powerful part of the doll, whether it be Goose, 50s Hollywood, or Christmas. And trying to smash that all into one thing was difficult, and I should have put more time into concepting for it, like I had done with Nikki. I spent probably a month on her concept sketches alone because I really wanted to make that perfect, and I think it shows. I'm not putting myself or this doll down, rather just reflecting on what I could have done better as an artist. Overall, I'm still proud to be a part of this collab, and mostly how the doll turned out. Today's victim is actually my first ever attempt at yarn hair. She's a little messy, so I'm excited to give this Rochelle another go and get this Christmas goose slaying. Winter had set in with its horribly humid air, so I really struggled with MSC and attempted an acrylic face-up. It looked messy, so I wiped it off and tried again. My mat was also looking messy, so I went back to my old one. Sorry, Matt. The second go, the face-up behaved a lot better. Their pencils, pastels, gouache, and fingerprints all showed up crystal clear. Wait, fingerprints? Oh my, have mercy on me, Goose, you heartless flying snake. Something I really struggled with for this doll was how goosey do I make her? Do I give her human ears, goose feet, like arm wings? I didn't know, and I think I just decided to be lazy and make her mostly human with some like goosey vibes where she kind of looks like other creaturely almost. And I think that was a mistake. I would have preferred to go a little bit harder on that goose vibe energy. Even with the goosey forehead, I'm still really happy with the face up. Onto the dress. I've come to the wise conclusion. I'm just gonna glue things to the doll from now on. Closures are so annoying and can be real ugly. The fabric I picked for the skirt is really pretty, but it's satin and my needle is not built for that, so I left these kinda ugly seams. I convinced myself at the time that it wasn't that ugly, but looking at it now, I wish I had just glued the seam. Look at me foolishly gluing everything else, but not the seam. Now that the dress is on the doll, I can get a feel for how it falls before trimming the excess train off and sewing a seam. I just kind of really wish that I can go back in time all Ryan Reynolds style and mess up my timeline and stop myself from doing that, because I regret it. The top is this feathery thing, but I don't have micro feathers, so I got a little creative and lifted bits from a big feather. This got poofy really quickly, so I trimmed and styled as I went, snipping feather bits into the air and probably my lungs. The skirt was looking a little bland, so I gave it a slight gradient and started adding some Christmas elements onto it, such as snowflakes and these chunky glitter things that look like snow. Next, we're gonna work on the shoes. I snip off the thing that is not goose related and sand it before slathering it in multiple layers of black acrylic Mod Podge mix. And that's the shoes done. Now, on to the most frustrating, nightmare-inducing part of this doll. You know what they say, trust the process. But I wouldn't trust this process to pour piss out of a boot if the instructions were on the heel. I wouldn't trust this process to water my goldfish. I wouldn't even trust this process to find garbage in a landfill. This process was my sleep paralysis demon. It looks fine now, but it's just the calm before the storm. I'll give myself this though. These are some of the best wefts I have ever made, and that part line had me doing a little jig.
Oh my god, I wasn't recording that. Oh. Whoopsies. I'll just pretend doing stuff, I guess. Okay.
I did move.
Hell yeah. It looks good enough.
I wanted to achieve these curls that are on my doll concept with, I don't know, thoughts and prayers. I used water and got to be glued to just like, real sleek so that I could style it super easily. And it did not appreciate heat styling. It left this really weird sheen. It smelled kind of bad. And it just looked ugly and like a hate crime on my doll, which was super terrifying. So I stopped using got to be glued and just heat styled everywhere else with my chopstick and my flat iron, because I didn't want to use the straw method because I didn't want to get up from my chair to go to Target because Target was cold and far away. The drive to Target was cold and far away. Far away, I mean like 10 minutes, but I'm just going to describe the rest of this hairstyling process as the stress saga. Defeated, I put the hair to the side and started on some other things like the burlesque. Bird-esque fans.
This still hasn't made it in where I've done this with one of the animals. Orbs.
I glued the feathers to a small wood piece in a fan shape and trimmed that shape into a better fan shape before gluing these cute little snowflakes on. I painted the black glove white off camera and added glitter to both. I tried silver but hated it and wiped it off and used only white glitter. Okay, so this necklace is so funny because when I was designing the character, I completely forgot about the feather choker. So imagine my surprise when I found the exact thing in my stock box. I painted it, and with that, here we are. Oh, hold on. We have an impulse cut coming in.
I've done what every normal person does when they stare at their art for more than 10 minutes or go to sleep and come back the next day and they realize they don't really like it and they think it could be stronger or they hate it and they vomit, you know. So I'm gonna the urges that have been calling me since I started doing this hair, and hopefully it goes okay. Oh no, she looks like Lucy from Narnia.
A few weeks later. All right, hey guys, if you made it this far, thank you for trusting in the process. You are stronger than I am, but it is all worth it because this is where it has gotten us. I saw a beautiful Barbie custom and it inspired me to fix the hair because I'm like, that is the vision I saw in my head and what I meant to put on the paper and on my doll. And she's now here, and I'm really happy that I pushed through and I ended up fixing it 30 minutes ago. And this collab was a lot of fun. I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable with some mediums, like the little feather top was kind of weird, and like learning about satin in the sewing machine. So next time I think I'll invest in the correct sewing needle. In this hair, I didn't really talk about it, but the yarn that I use is called Yarn Bee, and it is so soft and it makes me want to cry. I just want to fall asleep in her hair. Anyways, yeah, this has been fun. Thank you, Stitchwyck, for hosting us, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you to everyone that joined the collab. It was a lot of fun. And speaking of everyone, I'm going to list all the collab partners now. Starting with Lemon Kitten making Partridge in a Pear Tree, BonnieWeeDoll making Two Turtledoves, Lucia's Strange Universe making 3 French Hens, Stitchwyck making the 4 Calling Birds, Heliophobiant making 5 Golden Rings, Cutencursed, me, making 6 Geese a-laying, SilverGryphon making 7 Swans a-swimming, BumbleCrafty making 8 Maids a-milking, The Witchcrafting making 9 Ladies dancing, Imagination Dream Studios making 10 Lords a-leaping, coming in with a second doll, Heliophobiant making 11 Pipers piping, and last but not least, Diamondza Craft with 12 drummers drumming. Oh, follow, like, and love me. Please leave a comment. According to the YouTube analytics, there are no 65-year-old men watching this video. That is unacceptable. So if you know a 65-year-old man, send this video to him today. Okay, bye.
Not just good, but...
Don't make this edits of me. I would like it very much.